Computer numbers. Because humans are complex creatures, we are this base 10 system of decimal, which is a fairly simple, yet still a complex system of counting, but it suits our needs fairly well. Computers count is very different ways than humans because computers are well, morons, they can only perform the simplest of calculation using the base 2 system. However, because computers are so unbelievably fast in its system. First is binary or base 2. There are only two numbers in binary 0 and 1 because computers use a sequence of switches that can be on or off, also called a bit. Base 2 works very well for them. Math in base 2 is a pathetically simple but incredible time consuming. Second is octal or base 8. Uses the number 0 to 7. There are 8 bits in a byte, which is used very often in the computer field. A bit is great, but it's too small to hold any useful data. Thus, the byte is used. Math in octal is more complicated than decimal. Decimal or base 10 uses the number 0 to 9. I'm sure you're familiar with this system. Computer only display numbers in decimal. They actually do all their work in a binary. Math is quite simple with this number system, although some may argue. Last is hexadecimal or base 16. Uses the number 0 to F. Yes, I said F because there are 16 values per placeholder. 5 new numbers had to be. Those numbers are A, B, C, D, and E, and F. Original, isn't it? A has a value of 10, B is 11, and so on. We use this system in the computer field as a mean of viewing lots of data much faster as you can see in the chart below. The hexadecimal column is the smallest because it can handle more data per placeholder. Very useful when looking at raw computer data, but in hexadecimal is not very simple compared to decimal. And this is the example of hexadecimal, decimal, octal, and binary.